All right, so we got the new setup going on here just for a little bit. This is not going to be the permanent setup from here on out. It's just going to be it probably for like 2 to 3 days, maybe even longer. I don't really know. The only reason for that is because I am repainting my room, basically just reorganizing my room, getting new furniture and stuff like that. So it's going to be awesome. I am going to drop a TikTok on it when it's done. But for now, this is where we're at. All right, so keep in mind. What I want to talk about today, though, is the Clippers. Now, before I hop into it and dive deep in the Clippers, please watch the entire video. Just put in the background, just watch the full video. It helps me out. It helps your attention span out. It helps me out with the channel. So it's a win-win situation. But as I said, man, if you guys don't know basically what's going on with the Los Angeles Clippers, both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are going to be out tomorrow for Game 4. Now, Game 3, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard weren't playing. Game 1 and Game 2, Kawhi Leonard was playing, but not Paul George. And my favorite player, Russell Westbrook, was playing the entire time. And that's the reason why I'm talking about this, is because my favorite player of all time, Russell Westbrook's on the Clippers right now. And the Clippers are just, I don't even know at this point, man. Honestly, if I was a Clippers fan, I would just be more disappointed than ever. Because bringing in Paul George, bringing in Kawhi Leonard, you think high hopes, you think championship. But they have done nothing. They have just done nothing but battling with injuries year in, year out. Paul George, if you guys don't know what happened, he injured his knee against the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think around March. And then Kawhi Leonard, I guess, just re-aggravated his right or left knee or something like that. But it's looking bad. And people are looking at this trade right here as basically the SGA trade, not the Paul George trade. Now, as a Thunder fan, as I said, I'm glad we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Danilo Gallinari was such a baller for that one underdog season. And we got all these picks, man, just for Paul George. Now, Paul George was literally third in the MVP voting, so his stock was really, really high, and we got a big price from that. Now, Paul George is not a bad player, but he's been dealing and battling with injuries, just like Kawhi Leonard. And I think it's safe to say that the Kawhi Leonard and Paul George era in LA, in LA Clippers, is a failure. I'm gonna be the first one to say right now, it is a failure. The Clippers have so much depth on their team. They have so much, they have the pieces to be a championship team. They just don't play. All their players, like the main players, the big two duo, and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have just been injured year in and year out. Now this year they added Russell Westbrook, which is a starting caliber point guard, a really great point guard. And you see him doing his thing. He's dropping like 20. He's doing really good things. Oh, I didn't mean hit the mic there. But he's doing really good things. And he's basically carrying right now. If you really think about it, he is absolutely carrying the Clippers, because both, as I said, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are not playing. Like, this year was going to be the year that the Clippers, this year should have been, they have probably the best team this year. What is my OBS doing? Is it still recording? What the heck was that? My OBS glitched. Sorry about that, guys. But as I said, what are the Clippers cooking, man? Like, they have all the pieces, man. All they got to do is just play, man. Like, they have Russell Westbrook. Like, this year was probably the best chance they had to win a championship, because I feel like this year the window's so open. Sure, you have your favorites and stuff, but there's no dynasty this year. There isn't no one team, oh my god, they're going to obviously win it. This was the best chance. This year was the best. This year, and I would say 2020, or maybe even all the 4 years, man, was their best chance. But I feel like this year, man, they really could have got it done. Now, I'm just disappointed, man. I am really disappointed because, of course, Russell Westbrook's on the Clippers. But it's just disappointing to see, man. Like, you bring in Paul George, you bring in Kawhi Leonard, who's won a championship. You bring in Paul George, who's obviously a great player. And they just don't play because of just injuries, man. It has to be heartbreaking for Clippers fans out there. If you're a Clipper fan watching this video, I feel bad for you. I really do. I feel bad for you. I feel sorry for you. But this is just how it is, man. Just injuries. Always not playing. And it's looking bad, man, to be honest with you. What do even the Clippers do after this? Do they trade Kawhi? Do they trade Paul George? To be honest with you, that might have to happen. I know they're opening a new stadium, so I don't think it's going to happen. But it's just disappointing to see, man. Like, Russell Westbrook is still doing good. As I said, Russell Westbrook's doing his thing. He's playing great defense if you watch the Suns and Clippers series. Honestly, the only first-round series I'm kind of tuning into, because, again, I'm going for the Clippers, because Russell Westbrook's on the Clippers. If I'm not going for the Thunder, I pick whatever team Russell Westbrook's on in the playoffs. And if Russell Westbrook's not in the playoffs, then it is what it is, whatever. So as I said, man, I feel like the Clippers really had a great chance to beat the Suns. I really do think that after what I saw from Game 1, Game 2, and even yesterday's game, they only won by like 8 or something like that. Even though Kawhi Leonard or Paul George was playing. If Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and just the Clippers team was actually healthy, the star players were playing, I have Clippers winning the series, man. The Suns are not that good of a team. Now listen, I know I'm from Arizona, okay, but I'll be the first to say Suns are not that good. DeAndre Ayton's not playing that great. Just the team is like they're beatable. They're not as good as people think, man. They're a little overrated in my opinion. They really are. But still, I'm just so disappointed in Paul George. I'm so disappointed in Kawhi Leonard for just not playing. Now, as I said, injuries are injuries, so I can't really be mad at it. But still, man, it has to be heartbreaking for Clippers fans, and I feel like it's just heartbreaking, and it is definitely, I think, a failure in LA. But anyways, my mom's here, so I'm gonna have to close out the video, talk to her for a little bit, talk about the room and stuff. The dog's going crazy. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, of course, drop a fat thumbs up, subscribe for Bear, and thank you guys for watching the entire video. I think it's safe to say that the Paul George and Kawhi Leonard era in LA was a failure, and if they don't win it next year or even this, well, obviously they're gonna get knocked out the first round this year, but if they don't win it next year or the year after that, I'm considering it a failure, man. It's just been too long, and it's just been sad. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys, I already said that, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Later.